Hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kawality and I'm back with another episode of I keep on wanting to say Fatal Frame and then Twisted, and then I'm like, no, it's neither one of those. It's X Malice today, and our quote for the day is, where is it? I lost it. Oh no, I lost it. Oh, it is going to be from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and today his quote is, "Wake up determined, go to bed satisfied." Can't really say I really experience this a lot because it's literally I just wake up and I'm like, work, and then I go to bed and I'm like, I gotta go to bed and do it all over again the next day. But when you finally do sit down and think about it, yeah, it would feel so much better if you woke up in the morning and had like a idea of what you wanted to get done that day, and then when you went to bed, ideally you would have gotten that thing that you wanted to get done that day. It feels so much better when you're like, yes, I did it, I set a goal for myself today and I achieved it. And then if you don't, you just reset your goal for the next morning and try again. It keeps you motivated. But for the longest time, I've just been waking up, going to work, going to bed, and being like, I have to do it again tomorrow. Maybe this will help you change your mindset and get the process starting, not the progress starting, but maybe you'll start to see some progress as you start living by those words. But I have not yet. It's just literally every morning I'm wake up and I'm like, oh man, can I stay in bed for another, I just never want to get out of bed. I love my bed. I want to stay in bed all the time. What did he say, Ichika? I don't even know. What? Don't go assuming that on your own. Oh, libre. I raised my voice at him without thinking, but I hadn't joined the X-Day thugs at all, so I couldn't let unchecked accusations stand. Their English it's not weird, it's proper English, but not colloquial use, I guess.
嘘をついているようには見えないね。つっても、それ白石さんの主観だし、本当のところはわからないんじゃ。
But he's a pro.
あれ、珍しいな。榎本くんが俺を否定するなんてさ。いや、白石さんにケチつけたんじゃないですから。ただ、嘘を見抜かせないようにとか、そういうことできる人間もいるし。他人の本質なんてわからないもんだから。
Enomoto looks glum. Seeing that gave me a different image of him than I had earlier. They might have their own set of unfortunate circumstances, but that doesn't mean I can let them pin this all on me. Noises keep happening in my room and it scares me. We don't know what the criminals want, but I sat on the sofa and looked at Yanagi. He nodded in understanding.
可能性の話はいくらでもできる。まずは彼女の話を聞いてからだ。星野、あの時新宿園で起こったことを詳しく聞かせてくれるか？
Okay. They mentioned justice in this letter. When the criminal spoke to me through the collar, they were fixated on justice too. When the collar was put on me, the criminal spoke to me for a bit. It felt like I was being interrogated as I stated, I had no clue why I was targeted. I didn't understand the criminal's claims, and as a police officer, that I'd done no wrong.
お前の言い分は分かった。こっちとしても、お前と犯人がつながってる証拠を掴んだわけじゃない。巻き込まれただけなら、放っておくつもりもない。
柳先輩。
榎本、たとえ彼女がスパイだったとして、俺たちは犯人側に知られて困るような情報をつかめてるか？
それは。
疑うのはいつでもできる。だが信じないと始まらない。X デイ事件を追うのも大事だが、その首輪について調べるべきだ。星野、お前の本意じゃないとしても犯人につながる大事な手がかりだからな。
ま、利用できるなら使うべきだな。
I'm just a tool to them now.
それに首輪をどうにかしないことにはお前も落ち着かないだろう。
That's true. He's actually concerned for my safety. Even though the collar and its ties to the culprits was what they were interested in, it was still very heartening to hear him actually worry about my well-being. But if you're going to examine the collar...
言い忘れていましたが。
That scared me. A sudden voice made itself known and directed everyone's attention to my collar.
首輪を外そうとしても無駄です。無理に外そうとすれば、彼女の命は保証できません。調べるのは自由ですが、それも我々に不利益ありと知れば、同じ結末に至ります。それより、X デー事件を調べてください。真実を知れば、きっとあなたたちは今の正義を貫けなくなる。それでも、我々の志に反するのが正しいと思えるかどうか、見定めさせてもらいます。
今の犯人からだよな。いわゆる警告ってやつか。
わざわざ俺たちが集まったところでか。ずいぶん自己顕示欲が強いみたいだね。
星野、大丈夫か？
I had a heart attack earlier, but I guess. Yes, sorry. The criminals are monitoring everything about me through the collar. It was the first time they'd contacted me since I was paralyzed. It looks like they wanted everyone to be sure that they're always watching. I started to feel that this was hopeless, and I wrung my hands in my lap.
ま、手を取り合いたいなんて言われても願い下げだっつーの。やめたとはいえ、俺たちだって警察の一員だったんだぜ。
You look like you belong more with the Yakuza instead. I looked up. All of you were police? I did verify that Yanagi was a former officer. Enomoto and Sasazuka, were you two also police officers?
バカが。そのアホな口、縫い付けてこい。
今のはちょっと口が滑っただけだっつの。
So, it's true then. When I pressed him on it, Enomoto looked to Yanagi in a plea for support.
隠すことでもないだろう。調べようと思えばすぐわかることだ。まあ、それと物はついでだ。二人とも星野に自己紹介しておけ。何にしろ彼女との接点はこれから増えることになるだろうからな。
わかりました。
Enomoto quietly cleared his throat. Then he turned to me and made eye contact. He took a deep breath.
耳かっぽじってよく聞きな。元第二機動捜査隊所属、かの前田刑事に勝るとも劣らねえ歌舞伎者。
He is so loud that I hear him through the other pair of headphones I have on the bookshelf.
捕らえた犯人は数知れず、一騎当選、百花繚乱のいぶし銀。星に悠然と立ち向かう男の中の男。
Yeah, let's go ahead and just Mute that. Mr. Kabuki.
榎本峰歌、この俺のことよ。よーく覚えておきな、新人ちゃん。
So cringy. Why all the kabuki mannerisms? He did say he's a kabuki mono.
まともに相手しないでいいよ。彼は天然っていうか神聖っていうか、俺的には遠くから眺めるのがおすすめだね。
Right.
星野、気にしなくていい。あれは榎本の照れ隠しだからな。不器用な星野、気にしな
Oh,
くていい。
sorry.
バカの極みとも言うけど。
決まった。これ以上なく決まったぜ。じゃあ次、タケルの番だな。
I didn't see how old
サイバー
Mineo
犯罪対
was.
策課にいた笹塚健。以上。
Very, very brief. Enomoto's introduction was so dynamic that this feels somewhat lacking. Thinking back to what I'd overhear in the office, I remember hearing about cybercrime prevention a few times. If I recall correctly, that division was quite difficult to get into. His skills must be the real deal if he got in at his age. Anyway, it couldn't be a coincidence that everyone here was related to the police. Is the reason you all quit the force because you questioned the righteousness of the police like the letter mentioned? I knew I was prying, but I figured I might as well take a shot. Sasazuka and Enomoto averted their eyes. Maybe they didn't want to talk about it. Only Yanagi looked me in the eyes and answered my question.
それぞれ思うところがあって辞めたのは確かだ。俺は組織の方針に従えなかった。俺が目指す事件の解決のためには警察じゃできないことがあったんだ。だからここで独自に事件の捜査を続けることにした。
I see. They obviously all had their own baggage. That was why all these fellow ex-officers had gravitated to each other to each other to pursue the case. I could understand that much.
ねえ、そこの3人はともかくさ、この手を取り合いたいって中に俺も含まれてるのかな。
What, you gonna join them, Shiraishi? Shiraishi spoke flippantly while waving the note around, as if to break the tense mood. Oh, right. In his own eccentric way, Shiraishi brought up a very valid point. Shiraishi, you still work with the police, so how did you know about all this? If the messages are to be trusted, I'll be killed if the police know about this.
なんでも何も1通目の手紙、君を殺すっていう予告状は俺が仕事で扱う受験資料の中に紛れ込んでたからだよ。
That's sus. What?
捜査一課から届けられた資料だったんだけど、ご丁寧に探偵事務所様って宛名付きでね。だからここのメンバーである俺が柳くんたちに伝えて君を探し当てたってわけ。警察に知らせたら女性を殺すってあるんだよ。報告なんてできないじゃない。
I don't trust you, you sus. He smiled as he said that, so it seemed to me that he was more amused than concerned. It still doesn't feel right to me that a current police employee is involved here.
そして2通目。 さっき見せた手紙はお前を見つけて新宿園から帰って
Wait, there's one more person that they haven't introduced. The first letter was a note, so the second was, or notice, so the second was deliberately planted here after they confirmed my rescue. The first letter leads me to believe someone currently in Investigations HQ was involved, but to leave the second letter here in this office. Helicopter? Airplane? Helicopter. Did the person who put this collar on me come here before the others had returned? That seemed unrealistic. The culprit would have needed to track these three to avoid encountering them. What's suspicious is there were too many possibilities, but one suspicion grew within my mind grew. Okay.
で、飼い猫にされたその女の首は調べていいのか?
My head snapped to attention after I heard Sasazuka's sudden remark. I fucking hate his name. Now hold on a second. Why are you calling me a pet cat?
なんだ見てねえのか。その首輪には猫の絵が入ってんだ。
Well, excuse me, I can't see what's on my neck, okay? I don't have that level of flexibility, excuse you. What? I didn't want people to see the collar, so I'd done my best to hide it.
それにお前が倒れていた場所にも X デイ事件の現場にいつも置かれているコインが。
Ah, the coin has a cat on it, doesn't it?
その首輪と同じような猫のモチーフとアネモネの花があしらわれたものだ。
That's a flower. It looks. Oh wait, no. The flowers are with the cat.
X デイ事件の主犯と言われてるテロ組織アドニスのシンボルな。お前も見たことくらいあんだろ。
Yeah.
持ち帰って白石に調べてもらったが、これまでの事件現場に置かれていたコインと一致した。
X デーへのカウントダウンを表すローマ数字はなかったみたいだけどね。これが12月の事件になるなら1の数字が残されてるはずなんだけど。
その首輪だけだと模倣犯って線も考えられるけど、コインが一致したってことは
実行犯は間違いなく X デー事件の関係者ってことだ。
人のセリフ取るなよ。しかも一番いいところだったのに。
I mean, you just left it out there for the taking.
知るか。下手にもったいつけてるお前が悪いんだろ。
I've sort of felt bad for Enemoto, but I also really didn't think this was the time. Somebody related to X Day put this collar around my neck. That means finding out who did this will be no easy task. The entire police force was investigating X Day, and they'd gotten nowhere. There was only so much headway I'd be able to make on my own.
で、首は調べていいんだな。
I guess, as long as you don't kill me in the process? I scared myself! Sasazuka raised his voice again, irritated. I sat there, not understanding the question.
その首輪の向こうにいるやつ。調べるのは自由にって言ってたよな。
いやでもまずくね。あっちの不利益になるようなら殺すみたいなこと言ってたし。
無理に外そうとしたら殺す。でも調べるのは自由にしろ。バカにはこの違いわかんねえだろ。
I guess as long as they don't actually try to force it off, then it's fine. They can just look but no touch.
つまりどういうことよ。
調べられるもんなら調べてみろってことだ。あっちにも相当な自信があるみたいだな。
さすがにリスクが高すぎる。 相手の判断基準もつかめないうちから無茶はするべきじゃない。
何もクラッキングするわけじゃねえよ。首輪が無線で電波を発してるなら種類を調べるくらいできる。どれだけ大層な防御なのかも知っておいて損はないしな。
I wasn't able to keep up with the conversation at all.
柳さん、やりたくないならやらない。事件の捜査に戻るだけだ。
星野、笹塚の腕は信用できる。任せてみる気はないか。
It's not dangerous, is it?
犯人の目的はお前を殺すことじゃない。ルールに反さなければむやみに殺さない。
But that also implies I have to trust you to not break their rules? Yes.
その相手が調べるのは自由にしろと言った。笹塚の言う通り、辿られない自信があるんだ。なら、大まかな構造だけでも知っておけば、今後対処しやすくはなると思う。
Yanagi was persuasive. They could kill me whenever they felt like it, so there had to be a reason they hadn't yet. That was a weakness we could exploit.
危険がゼロとは言えない。怖ければ無理にやらなくていい。
自分で決めろ。10秒待ってやる。
Are they going to force me or not? 10 seconds? What's wrong with this guy?
それ以上待たせたら俺が決める。
There was poison in the collar. I haven't been able to relax since it was put on. I don't know when I'll be killed. If that's the case, please do, Sasazuka. I hate his name. I'm just gonna call him Takeru. And please don't provoke them. I had no idea how he would examine it. I didn't know anything about his skills. But I thought it would be the right call because Yanagi said we'd be collaborating from now on.
遅えな。とっくに10秒過ぎてる。
You were talking!
お前が待ってやるとか珍しい。
Wow, I should be honored.
さすがに人命かかってるからね。
笹塚、頼む。
了解。
Well, Sasazuka was fiddling with his computer. I couldn't move a millimeter. Would the final sting of pain come? Would the collar miraculously fall free? With a grunt, Sasazuka stopped typing and the clacking of the keyboard ceased.
大体わかった。
乾杯ってことか。笹塚くんでも太刀打ちできないんじゃ相当レベルが高いってことだね。
マジかよ。おいタケル、全く成果なしなのか。
うるせえな。大体わかったって言っただろ。
So which is it?
笹塚くんが曖昧な言い方をするのは悔しいから。
レベルは高い。壊す覚悟なら侵入くらいできるが、それやったらそいつが死ぬ。
まあ簡単には突破できないセキュリティだって分かっただけでも十分成果なんじゃない？
そうだな。
もう一つ、監視カメラはついてない。
おお、十分な成果じゃん。さすがは天才ハッカーのタケルくん。
お前のパソコンの中身流出させるぞ。
やめてください。それだけは絶対にやめてください。
I don't get all of it, but the collar didn't react to whatever he tried. I wouldn't die from anything that he did. I could take some relief from that at least. Still, even a programmer as skilled as Sasazuka was unable to glean any valuable information. So it won't come off easily.
そう悲観するな。その首輪が X デー事件に関係しているなら、今後手がかりも出てくるはずだ。
I nodded in response to Yanagi's concern.
おい、携帯貸せ。
Why? I didn't notice Sasazuka had gotten so close, and I jumped at hearing his voice so near. My phone?
お前以外に誰がいるんだよ。早く貸せ。
Why?
貸してあげた方がいいよ。笹塚くん、そろそろ切れそうだから。
In confusion, I looked pleadingly to Yanagi, but he just nodded in resignation.
お前は新宿園で眠らされていただろう。その間に犯人が何か仕掛けた可能性はある。
I quickly took out my phone. Sasazuka immediately snatched it away. Hey!
一から根節丁寧に説明しねえと何もわかんねえのかよ。
You didn't spell it out for me at all, mister! With that, he took my phone and went back to his desk. I may be a little on the slow side, but none of these people tell me anything. Especially Sasazuka. But the others obviously knew what he wanted, so I probably just wasn't following him. I stifled my protests and sat quietly, watching Sasazuka go to work. I hate his last name.
穴だらけのセキュリティだな。
Well, that's not my problem. With a brief comment, Sasazuka tossed my phone back to me. I looked at the screen and saw that a sketchy-looking app had been installed on my phone. I don't know what he did, but he blocked the phone tap they were using for interception, I think.
眠らされてる間にいじられてなくても、遠隔でデータ抜くなんて簡単にできる。もっと自覚しろ。
Well, I ain't a computer whiz, okay? He was correct, but he was being such an ass that I couldn't just accept what he said. Well, we'll see what Ichika does to him in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!